Hey everyone, Garen Flowers with Cinemark, here to talk about Western crime saga, Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm here with the iconic filmmaker who directed it, Martin Scorsese. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
This movie is a true story about the suspicious murders of members of the Osage Nation, a native community, that became rich overnight because of oil. And so they still exist today, and you included them in the making of this film. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I knew immediately that if we were to venture into this world at all, that the first thing we had to do is deal and go and meet with the Osage. I was very concerned about it because I wanted it to be at least not only authentic, but truthful for them, but at the same time not necessarily censored in any way. We needed to get to the real sense of what was happening at the time. And so we first met with Chief Standing Bear and his group, I think in 2018 or 2019. And we immediately became kind of comfortable with each other. I got to really know them in a way. I made several trips to Oklahoma. We had lots of dinners. At sometimes those dinners, people would get up and talk, and a lot of them were family members of the characters in the movie. Some of the characters are the Burkharts, and then you have the Henry Roan's family, and all of this going on. And I saw that it was still very much alive and very much a part of who they are, and I just got to know them. And then I said, well, I need them in the picture. I need them in the picture. I also need anything they could give me, any thoughts, any ideas, anything. And so we'd be talking with them a lot, and I'd be writing things down. Things we'd use in the film later on. And the script developed that way, quite honestly, with not only working with the actors, but ultimately once Eric and I had finished work on the basic script, then we opened it up even more for the Osage and for the actors. Molly, played by Lily Gladstone, who is a remarkable. She came up with ideas working with the Osage herself, and she would bring in thoughts, and we'd have other people come in. So all of this came together because I was also very curious about them, who they are, and curious about the indigenous people, their culture and their rituals. And so that became, for me, a real adventure. And you lay all this out around the very kernel, the very truth, the heart of the picture being Molly and Ernest, the fact that they're really in love, and the fact that she trusts him to the very end.
We mix these families together, and that estate money flows the right direction. It'll come to us.
Shomikasi. That's how you are.
I don't know what you said, but it must have been Indian for handsome devil.
The movie stars Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio, both of whom you've directed many times. What did it mean to you to have both of them in the same room?
It was great because you could see that in a funny way. It's Bob as the mentor and Leo as still the student, in a sense. Not that it was complementing each other, but they still had that relationship because they could do it in that Bob was the uncle, the king, and Ernest was the younger operative of the uncle. So in a funny way, it played beautifully into what we knew about each other all these years.
Killers of the Flower Moon is a true story you want to go see at Cinemark theaters. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com.
Expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore.